좋네. 내 목소리는 쉽게 들을 수 있는 게 아니거든. 네가 우정우정의 전사라면 이 목소리는 너의 승리를 축복하는 승전보일 거야. 하지만 네가 숲 밖에서 온 이방인이라면 유감이야. 이 목소리는 너의 죽음을 슬퍼하는 장송곡일 테니까. 우리요 부족의 제사장 카루가 너희들의 승리를 응원할게. 전쟁의 신탁이 내려왔다. 친구나라 전사들이여. 차원이 다른 RPG 엘룬, 나와 함께 연주해보지 않을래?
Alright guys, so welcome back to another video here with Elune, and today guys we are going to be introducing the first of 3 new heroes that we are going to be getting on the following dates. So I believe the 18th is the first date which we are going to see this new hero, and I want to say it's every 2 weeks or so, guaranteed. It may be every week. I have to go back and check for sure, but in any case, tomorrow, whenever they finish up the maintenance, we are going to be having the new support hero, Karu, enter the fray, and this is the video you guys see on the top right, and you guys saw it full screen beforehand on their Facebook page. So I will leave the link below if you guys want to watch that full screen or go back and read up on all that stuff, so on and so forth for Karu. But let's go ahead and get into her. So she is 19 years old. She's a priest tribe warrior, so definitely looks like kind of like an Indian style type warrior that you would see. But she, at any rate, is going to be a support hero. So if you guys weren't done farming your Weiwei seeds, you may want to go a lot into support seeds if you are using rubies to refresh. I went ahead and did my refresh today on support seeds. So you're going to need a lot of them, especially if your Weiweis are not done yet, which I would say the majority of people don't have her done, unless you've been just going crazy no-lifing the game. But let's go on to see what Karu brings to the table. So she has a S1 that is an AoE to damage to all people. So it is an AoE S1, just like Mikazuki is. So that's pretty cool. So it means she could be somewhat viable for Dimension Rift, even for farming maybe. But super good there for her S1. Her S2 special is going to be all allies gain increased crit rate and an effect that heal on attack. That is insane. So you combining that with Weiwei means you're going to heal when you're getting hit and when you're hitting people. And you're increasing your crit rate. So that is phenomenal. That is a truly awesome buffer support skill. So then let's move into her ultimate, her S3 as we would call it. Is going to be all allies gain increased attack buff and commands a strike. So what that means is all allies except Karu will attack one enemy with their normal attack. That is pretty insane. So she's going to increase all allies attack, and then everyone but Karu is then going to attack one enemy. Now it's going to you have to see if you can actually target the enemy you're using to activate this ability on, because generally on a buff skill you actually select your entire party. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's completely RNG, if it's the enemy with the most health, the enemy with the least health, how her ultimate is going to phase as far as the single attacks go. So units that hit very hard single attacks, like your Chloe, like your Balders, things like that, especially if you have skill investment on them, this could be a very beneficial ultimate. So she does it all. She increases your crit rate, she increases your attack buff. Awesome. She does have a lot of overlapping with Weiwei, but if Weiwei and Karu's attack buffs can stack simultaneously, your units are going to hit insanely hard, and we'll have to see what the percentage of attack increase is on her ultimate. Weiwei's is 99% or 100%, whatever it is when you max it out, so we'll have to see how that is going to benefit your entire team. So going forward on that, and it may make it so that since you're dealing healing, you may not have to run a unit like a tank possibly, because I still think Frey is going to be super important in endgame content as far as that goes. But the fact that you're getting additional healing, that may help you out to not have to run a tank for certain endgame content, for sure. But let's look at our passives before we exit the video. So passive 1, when Karu receives a turn, one ally's debuff will be removed. That is phenomenal. So that including meaning when you're switching her out. So building her super fast is going to be insanely useful. Her passive 1, that alone makes her very, very good for PvP, especially right now in the Chloe meta. And even in the meta where we're going to be seeing things like Reyna going forward, when Chloe does get her rework, as they said that they're going to be doing for PvP, so changing how Chloe is going to be working probably more than likely, or how PvP works with her, you know, something to that effect. But even with Reyna, being able to get one unit out of stun lock is going to be super, super beneficial, especially if it's a unit like either Karu or your Weiwei or even your Medjed or your Panda, you know, units like that you really want to have open for your, you know, to cleanse or to heal or to put up barriers, you know, things like that is going to be super, super important for your PvP comp team. So I could see this being probably more effective in PvP, but still, this could also be very relevant. Also, you could use this as a another kind of crutch as well for your IMA runs to get out of that bewitched state would be very, very useful, especially when IMA 11 and 12 come. I bet he's going to be a lot harder to take down, so she could be very useful for that as well. Now, passive 2, all allies will gain additional evasion based on the lost HP. So that means basically you're going to get more evasion for the lower your health is. So that means basically when you get hit really hard and you don't have a chance to heal back up, hopefully your evasion will be high enough where you can evade the attack and you won't die. So it's kind of a really cool safety net she has on her passive 2. Still very, very useful. I mean, I don't see at any point where that won't be useful in some way. There are certain passives that people have in the game where it's just like, that's not really useful at all. Like Medjed's passive where if she kills something, she gets an extra turn. If you've gotten that off, you know, at all, then you're probably winning the match, and that's really only relevant in PvP. So that's where, you know, you see a difference between a passive that's always going to be useful and a passive that is, you know, next to nothing, probably not useful. So very, very good for a passive 2. So now let's go into our passive 3. Allies who has Karu's buffs will gain crit power increase buff when they crit an enemy. Wow, that is awesome. So I don't know if it doesn't say that's for a turn limit, so that possibly could just mean your crit rate power, or your crit power, not your crit rate power, but your crit power buff will stay on for the whole fight. That makes this unit insanely good for various modes of the game, including your boss runs, to make your crit power go up, make your runs faster, or to make it to where maybe you're on a time clock before the trend's going to kill you, and that's just going to give you more and more oomph for that. So what I wonder is, can you get away with using still your Lilith, or will Karu replace your Lilith? That's a possibility because of the amount of attack buff. You're getting evasion, you're getting crit rate increase, you're getting crit power increase. So it's going to really see when you're using like your Baldur's S2, is he going to be able to do significant damage to loop his S2, you know, with switching back and forth or whatever, or getting extra turns with the Great Spirit set to basically try to take out those minions on Trent. So I'm really interested to see how Karu is going to play in Trent and how she's going to affect the current state. Because right now, Lilith seems like, since the Katana buff, that seems like she's been a very good alternative to run with Baldur because he's a male hero. But will Karu take the place of that, or will she take the place of your Miho? Very interested to see how she can formulate in teams, whether Lilith is still a better option than your Miho. But regardless, I think Karu is going to have a place in a lot of comps, a lot of teams for PvP, for PvE, endgame content. She seems super, super awesome. I'm definitely going to pull for her and try to get at least one copy just to see how she goes. And I'm going to have to see how her skill ups are done to see what her percentages are and what skills are worth it to basically enhance. I'm sitting on a lot of skill books for Epic and Legends right now at the moment, so we'll have to see how that pans out. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Karu? What do you guys think of her in the metagame for PvP, PvE, boss content? You know, you can talk about your Alliance battle content. You can talk about your Alliance boss content, your world boss content, all that stuff and more. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below. Really interested to hear what you guys have to say. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, and ring that bell, because you know YouTube does that thing where they don't like me. They don't like you to see my videos. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys ring that bell so you guys can stay updated on everything. And I'll see you guys in the next Elune video. Peace out, guys.